It's a wet one today, guys, but for your viewing pleasure, I'm here for you. I'm still out in the rain, and today I am test riding the Ducati Monster. It's the 2021 version. Have a look, I'll show you around it, and then we'll go for a little drive around and tell me what you think in the comments. Right then, so this is the Ducati Monster. It's the 2021 version. It's got a 937cc engine which delivers a not so shabby 111 horsepower with 93 newton meters of torque. This bike starts at just under £10,500, so not bad value as well. Weight wise, it's got 166 kilogram dry weight, and that's mainly thanks to the aluminium frame. That's lighter than the previous model, and you do feel it when you ride them. It does feel nice and light. Let's have a look at the TFT screen. I've already gone through it while we're on the move, but let's have a see. So this is not keyless, it has an old-fashioned key, which we like. And then you can see here under the ring, we've got a gear indicator, we've got your speedo, we've got your total miles, your range for your fuel is there, we've got an air temperature, and we've got a clock. It's got everything you need and it's nice and visible. And unlike its big brother, the Multistrada, there's not lots to play with on here as far as controls go. All we've got here is the start, we've got a flash and we've got your hazards, and then on the other side we have got your high beam and low beam, we've got your indicators. This also doubles up as your mode button, so if you press and hold the indicator button, that's when you can start playing with your modes and changing that. And we've got your horn, and this is in relation to your mode button. So when you press and hold the mode button, as I have said, what that does is it opens up this menu, and then by moving this it takes you up and down the different modes that are on screen. So I'm going to keep it in urban because it's still persisting it down. I don't want to stay in this too much longer because I genuinely am getting soaked. Come and join me for the rest of this test ride in the rain. So you've had a look around the bike, so don't forget to leave some comments at the bottom. Tell me what you think of it. I do genuinely, I do like this bike. It just feels really, really small. Wind protection, again, nothing. Oh, that is pretty much it. So it's a bit windy on here, but again, this isn't a touring bike. This is the kind of bike that you just go and have a little bit of a blast on. Seat feels nice and comfortable. I've got no problems with the seat whatsoever. You are leaning forward a touch, not like a sports bike that you're over the tank, but you are kind of bent forward a little bit. So for a fat lad like me, it's not too unpleasant. Feels ridiculously small. I think if you were 6 foot plus, this would be like riding one of those little toy bikes, because I'm only small and I can flat foot both feet down on this bike. Let's get off the motorway. We've had enough of that. I can honestly say I've just been doing between 60-70 mile an hour, nothing faster than that, and it worked perfectly well. More than happy with the performance on the motorway. Okay, so it's alright for a nice overtake. Plenty of power in the tank. Currently I've got it in touring mode. If it's anything like the Multistrada, I'm not expecting a great deal of difference in the power during the modes. If it's like that, I believe it's more about changing the traction control, the ABS, that kind of stuff when you go through the modes. There's still plenty of power between the riding modes. I'll double check to make sure that's the same case with this. This bike does come with the quick shifter as well, and I've just gone through the gears using the quick shifter there, and it was nice and smooth. You do get a sense of this being, however, the cheaper Ducati. There's quite a lot of vibrations coming through the wing mirrors, so whilst they are nice and visible as far as the actual mirror goes, you can see these vibrating something rotten. So I think this is as good a place as we're going to find where we can have a little play with the rider modes to see if there's any difference. Currently the bike is in touring mode, so let's change that to sport mode, and we'll see if there's any difference in sport mode. Right, now I couldn't talk doing that because that, Jesus, that just blew me away. In comparison to the previous mode that I was just in, that felt like a hell of a lot more power than what I'd previously had, which is, I'm going, oh, I've got to do that. Oh, yeah, boy! Jesus Christ. Blaspheming. Right. That. Oh. Ducati, you filthy, filthy beast. So, just where I was saying the Multistrada, I didn't notice a great deal of difference. That was a monstrous difference between modes. So this is a perfect opportunity to see what this girl's like with a touch of filtering. Well, I've just done all of that at a nice speed. However, that is a good few miles worth of horrific traffic. So if you're stuck in that, you're going to be some time. Whereas I've just done it in a matter of a minute or so. So unlucky for all you cars. And for the editing, apologies, but I had to speed it up just to show you how much there was, otherwise you'd have been bored shitless watching me go through all of that. But they just highlights for me why bikes are so good. Ooh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What have we got here then? The UK's premier drift academy. Oh, you lost it there, didn't you, Doris? we have a track day going on with the motorbikes, and we have drift cars playing in there. Yes, glad I decided to pop in there for a look. Now, do you know what? There is a difference between sport mode and urban mode, power-wise, but there's still a lot of grunt there in urban mode. But that in sport mode is ridiculous. The actual power on that is brilliant. If you're somewhere around the 5 foot mark, I think this bike would be perfect for you, because the seat height is 820 mil. If I'm honest, I'm about 5'7.5", 5'8" when I'm wearing these boots, but I'm not a tall lad by any stretch, and I'm flat foot on both feet down on this bike, which means if you're about 5 foot, you'd be able to get certainly 1 foot down flat, I'm sure, and you'd be comfortable as anything on here. So I think it's worth considering if you are not the tallest. This thing is so light. It's so nice and flickable. You can see here, being able to move from one side of the lane to the other is just, it's just effortless. And that's why I think this is just a perfect bike for the smaller rider. You know, I'm happy to say this doesn't have that annoying Ducati Multistrada stupid light going off every time something's at the side of you, which on the motorway happens all of the time. Those lights are very frustrating. It's on this, happy to say it hasn't got them, so yay. Okay peeps, so I hope you've enjoyed the test ride. Come back for more, hit that subscribe button. Cheers guys, and I'm off to get dry. See you later.